Hi guys, this is Breaker, and I guess you could say I'm about to conduct phase one of what I could call my daily, kind of arguably. I want to be modest when I say my daily because honestly, anyone can start their own daily, and fuck, I just fucked it up a little bit. Yeah, I just made the mistake that no one should ever make, and I guess that was actually from me. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, from me, I had this little box check marked. You never want to do that, guys. Okay, never when you're casting a replay, because whenever you do, you actually you give everybody a sense of just when the game is going to end, and if you give everybody just the even the sense of just who's going to win the game, then basically you're giving a lot of spoilers away. I mean, it's just way too much info. Unless I mean, you can just when the scale starts to get tipped slightly in one player's favor or the other, you can tell who's going to win. Unless, of course, it's Idra versus MMA. Lol. Sorry for those of you who have no clue what that is. Um, but yeah, going on. I mean, I guess you could say, moderately speaking, this is a kind of daily that I'm trying to do. I'm gonna go and introduce both players now, as I am just a little bit behind on that. I got absolutely shocked by the fact that I forgot to actually call them out earlier. Spawning is our red toss in the upper left-hand corner. His name is Ruben, and it looks as though he is representing the Censor clan. Lower right-hand corner. Spawning is our turn in the blue trunks. His name is ViperXk. I believe I've casted one of his replays before, but I'll never turn down an interesting game. I'm supposing this is actually holding a bit of metagame info. For those of you who are already subscribed to my channel and haven't seen any of my casts before, or just not a lot of them. Hold on, sorry, I just moved my microphone closer to my mouth. If you guys actually haven't been used to seeing a lot of my replays before, then I try to make them as spoiler free as possible. But of course, I'm not like MLG where I'll actually try and hide the results through and through. I give it a touch of moderation. And if everyone has the same access to the same replay, I'm gonna let them, of course, download it, get a look at it, whatever. But unfortunately, I think throughout all of the 200-something casts that I've done and uploaded to YouTube, I actually haven't included a replay. Seagull gas going down for ViperXk, and stupid me, I forgot to actually leave the production or get the production tab open. It's actually a fault with the new. I don't know. It's just something I'm not used to looking at yet. Something I'm not used to doing yet with the present overlay that I've got, or the present, actually, not overlay, but interface for StarCraft 2. Pesky things to work with. But I'm not going to go on too much about rambling. The daily program, if you will. Basically, this is phase one. Phase two is where I take a replay from the front page of drop.sc, where typically, I mean, you see mostly pros and high-level GMs and whoever else on the front page of drop.sc. I mean, I'm not by any chance downplaying any of these guys, but of course, it's always nice to get some of the lesser-seen talent out there. I mean, everybody's talented in our own minds. We just have to think of what makes them unique, and this is actually rather interesting. It looks like Viper's actually getting a single probe kill. What I think we could have seen Ruben do there. Oh, 2 probe kills. That's just golden from a Reaper. That really is. That's something very rarely seen. But the thing that we could have seen from Ruben is simply pulling the probes at just the right time to force the Reaper back and then microwing them. Of course, I think he might have actually had a chance there to get a surround, but he didn't bother to pull the probes. Interesting. We actually have a pylon going down here, and this is rather early. Like, Warp Gate Tech isn't even getting finished, and I'm thinking there probably won't even be... Oh, here's the explanation to that. Okay. I see what you're doing there, pal. Alright, so... I guess that was kind of quaint of me to actually play dumb with how this replay is going, but, I'll be honest with you guys, I knew that was going to go down there, I just didn't know when or how. Interesting move by this probe. That's actually a sneaky probe by Ruben. Just as it tries to get up and into the main, it gets shot. But I'm a little curious, does Ruben actually know about that barracks? Let's find out. No, he doesn't. He doesn't know about that second barracks. So this is obviously a kind of bio follow-up. Engineering bay is going down, which signals to me that we're going to have quick upgrades. Maybe just... No. I can't. Reaper coming back, trying to get a 3rd kill. Oh, but the Stalker's driving away, just not quite getting the last kill. Of course, they do 10 damage. Yes, 10 damage. That means it would only take 6 shots to kill a single Reaper. We do have a single Warp Gate right here, but where on earth did that guy get put in? Ah, Sentry. Here we go. Right here. And ViperXk's Reapers using its combat drugs. Yes, that... Oh, yeah! Kind of methamphetamine effect to get himself healed up. I guess it's something from the future, you know? You can't really use nanites to heal a gunshot wound. No, that's far too advanced for 500 years into the future. You have to use advanced forms of morphine, and there we go. The missile turret's about finishing up, and it looks like... Oh my god, the Oracle. Really, you gotta have the Oracle attack the missile turret. Well, unfortunately from that Oracle, only a single probe kill. Fun fact of the day, I was actually... excuse me, only really one SCV kill. Fun fact of the day, I was actually casting the WCS earlier today. It looks like these Marines are moving out to find that proxy Stargate. They don't quite know where it is. I gotta run down here and run into the Oracle. Oh no. I'm thinking that could have been pretty bad. But of course, 3 Marines for a single Oracle. 4 Marines now. It would be better if he got worker kills, but I guess, you know, Ruben just wasn't paying attention. Sorry, back to what I was trying to say. I was casting the WCS earlier today. My god, that Reaper. 4 probe kills already. Casting the WCS earlier today. And, trying to think here. I was casting it in Chinese. I got 200 viewers, courtesy of ESL. And, all of them spoke Chinese. I'm trying to think. Oh yes, the Oracle. I remember one thing that happened was we had players doing like double proxy play. The map was Daybreak LE, and the player, like, basically he got pretty angry after he lost the first game. It wasn't too pretty. And his opponent had basically created a barracks on Daybreak LE and then floated it up into a position where he had no vision in his main, and his opponent had no vision in his own main, that kind of thing. 5 kills on this Reaper, wow. And then he just made a bunch of proxy Widow Mines, and you know, he got a lot of economic damage done early in the game, 14 to 15 probe kills. Then his opponent tries making proxy Stargate, if you will. It gets spotted, and Stalkers and Zealots go to fight over the proxy Stargate and whatnot. And then finally, it gets forced to actually finish, and an Oracle comes out, but there's already a missile turret ready to go. And not just a missile turret, but a Widow Mine in the main. And of course, I believe a single Widow Mine can easily take down a Oracle. I believe it can take down. Not entirely sure. So with that, basically our Protoss had initially just typed out, you win because you get lucky, and then he just hit GG and then he just hit F10 and then end. He left the game. Hallucinated Phoenix can't get shut down before it can spot anything. I'm a little, you know, just what are all these Marines doing here? Kind of bad positioning, really. I'm thinking you should have perhaps opened this up a little bit sooner. It would be okay. I think it would be more than acceptable to go ahead and kill these rocks right now. The real question is not a question of timing, but really a question of reflexes, a question of mechanics, things of that nature. And it seems to me that Viper has most of these things, most of these qualities without any trouble. Now, what is this? Going down at the main, I did just miss. ViperXk only managing to get 6 probe kills the entire game. I'm thinking that it's only with that single Reaper that we saw earlier. Nothing more. I mean, it seems perfectly logical. The last time I clicked on it, there was 6 kills on it. Both players just kind of turtling up for now. Forge going, you know, double Forge right now. Typically, you know, again quoting Apollo SC2, this can lead to Sky Toss late composition. Excuse me, late game composition. But I'm thinking to myself, well, Sky Toss is possible as long as Toss is in the game. But, you know, I mean, the game I'm talking about is, of course, Sase, I believe, versus Leenock. And, you know, just the way that game went, you know, Sase was getting beaten up really bad left and right. And it just seemed to me like there was no chance to actually test that hypothesis. Aside from that, we're also talking about diamond level play, not pros. And it looks like one of the Forges is going to get dropped. Ouch! Yes, it does get sniped. Colossus comes back, but it looks like +1 attacks will finish up just in time. So +1 defense actually did not get the chance to finish. It didn't even get canceled. Meanwhile, we got the drop just kind of sneaking over here and trying to get the cancel on this Nexus. Is it going to happen? I don't think so. The Marines were not focusing down. Trying to go to town on this Colossus, and it's not quite going to work out for him. But more and more bio just kind of leaking in over here, and it looks like they're going to have a free run on this Nexus over here. They're not going to quite destroy it. And, you know, this is the beautiful thing about the map for Terran, or even Zerg to some extent, even Protoss. Whoa, 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 is he going to get the natural? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's getting so close, it's getting so low, but no. 118 HP. This is the beauty of this map, ladies and gentlemen. There's no Zeldnaga Watchtower here anymore, as opposed to what there was in the beta. I kind of appreciate the positioning of these supply depots. They actually get more forward vision. But once again, the beauty of this map is that Terran or any fast-moving units can just freely move across the middle of the map without any vision, unless, you know, we have units there to counter vision, if you will. And right now, the supply difference is 109 to 142. I'm a little curious, just did ViperXk get any worker kills beyond that Reaper? I guess not. Okay. And it looks like we're going to have a double medevac drop going where? I'm just going to click on the mineral line here. It looks like it's going to be dropping straight into the natural. And he's going to be able to click down that Nexus real easy. The question is just, you know, how quickly are we going to see Ruben pick up on it? His main force is going to be over here. It looks like he's just going to straight up focus down that that Nexus, yeah. And as soon as it drops, it gets rebuilt. And speaking of drops, we got a third drop on the third going down. And I'm just a little curious, you know, is Ruben going to be here to stop it? I guess not. He's, you know, the stem and the main force is coming, but I think we're going to see this getting, yeah, this is getting focused down. Now we have a one-base Protoss, one-base income Protoss, with quite a few workers lost. That has to deal with a Terran here, and it looks like, okay. Perhaps, just perhaps, we see ViperXk. He's doing a lot of, you know, just double pronged harassment. Behind this, he's actually keeping his production up. You know, this is the beauty of what a Terran that knows what he's doing can do. He's taking on the Templar Archives. He's really setting back his Protoss opponent in terms of tech, which is what I feel is most important now, aside from just upgrades. Upgrades are extremely important. There's nothing wrong with that. And it looks like, wait a minute, where did, hold up. That can't be right. Where's this being researched? Where's the forge? Oh, okay. I was about to say it. Well, it looks like +2 is finished for toss. Excuse me, +2 attack, +1 attack, or +1 defense is finished. But I am thinking +3 attack was actually, yeah, it was forced to cancel. Behind this, we have Ruben essentially forced into putting on some forward pressure, while also what's the word I'm looking for? You know, just re-expoing at his natural and his third. He's gonna, you know, just the income is the biggest trouble that we have right now for our Protoss. But I think he may be able to actually do a lot of damage here if the force fields are beautiful. They are not, but I mean, you know, force fielding in the main army, the Colossi are going to get dropped very soon. Yes. Income, there it is. He says, well played. He doesn't say GG, and he says, and I mean that. Oh, like, I mean, even behind that, even if, you know, you'd raffle stomp the main army, you'd be facing a cancel on this, and also our Terran had also just finished up his fourth base. Here, this would have also yielded a lot of trouble as well. So, I mean, excellent play altogether by Viper. Checking the end game APM. Let's go back 10 seconds to check that out. You know, both players doing relatively well. It's really hard to make your APM count. There's no other way to say it. I mean, even I myself have this, and sometimes I'm borderline diamond, rank 1, borderline. I hate to use the word borderline because, like, I'm yeah. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm bad. But if you're not in Masters, a lot of pro leagues won't even consider listening to your opinion. So if you guys liked what you saw here today, just go ahead and click on the subscribe button. This is Breaker. I'll see you guys next time. And I'm about to continue with my my daily on the front page of drop.sc. So yeah, this has been Breaker. I'll see you guys in just a few minutes.